Next game, another huge matchup, divisional matchup, playoff implications. LA Rams at Seattle, 4:05 Eastern start this Sunday at CenturyLink Field. Seattle's -1 with the total opening up at 48.5 points. Wow, I think that total opened up pretty high for a divisional rivalry at this point in the season. Really high at this point in the season because points come at a premium. So it seems to me that this total of 48.5 points is a little reckless. I'd like to expose that overinflation. Before last night's shootout at the Coliseum, Rams games actually went 3-1 to the under in their previous 4. Their defense was giving up just 17 points a game on average in those unders. Certainly good enough defense for the high-powered scoring potential of the Rams. Meanwhile, on the other side, very similar story with these Seattle games. Just not a lot of scoring. Seattle games went 2-1 to the under in their last 3. 6-3 to the under in their last 9. 12 points on average they gave up in those last 6 unders as well. Right off the bat, I'm just going to let you know that I will be making a play on the total in this one, and I will be favoring the defenses. But the total is not why most of you guys are here watching me. You guys want to know who I think will win? Well, I'll tell you this much. This one's going to be a tough one to pick, and I'm actually kind of shading towards a Seattle 1-point cover, and here's why. Reason number 1, strength of their most recent schedule. Seattle's gone 2-1 against the spread in their last 3, but they also faced Jacksonville, Philly, and Atlanta in 3 of their last 4 games. They went 2-2 straight up in their last 4. So to play 500 ball in your most recent 4 games with those 3 teams in the mix is pretty impressive. And garnering yourself 2 covers in the process is just the icing on the cake. Very stiff competition in the last few. Now, reason number 2, Seattle covers when favored. So far in the year, the Seahawks went 4-3 against the spread as the official Vegas favorite. It's no small task covering nearly 60% of their games when giving up points, and they actually beat the Rams by 6 points in their previous meeting. And reason number 3 for Seattle bettors to think the Hawks will cover. The Seattle defense. Now, despite yesterday's loss out in Jacksonville, Seattle gave up just 11 points a game on average in their previous 2 before that. They also gave up a measly 10 points to the Rams in their first gathering. The Rams have also struggled to cover immensely versus teams allowing less than 21 points a game. In that very category, the Rams have covered just 3 of 7 matchups going up against those good defenses. And of course, their opponents this week fall right in that category. And if you think I'm nuts leaning toward the Seahawks in this one, just keep in mind that their opponents, the LA Rams, have failed to cover 2 of 3 games that kicked off at the current posted total. I know that's a weird stat, but keep that in mind as well. And all said and done, like I said earlier, it's going to be a tough one to pick a winner, and this one can certainly go either way. And hey, listen, if you're fading away from the Seahawks in this one, can't blame Rams bettors for choosing their side either. I mean, hell, they're 5-2 against the spread on the road this year. But all told, I am fading away from a play on the sides in this one. I'm once again finding myself favoring a play on another total. So all told, I'm going to make a play on the points and take the under 48.5 in this one. All right, next game, another banger. Don't need to preface this one too much. You know exactly who these teams are, and you know exactly what they're capable of. I'm talking about